My name is Beth Hiley here for Board Game Geek TV at Gen Con 2014. I'm sitting down with Kimberly Tolson. How are you?
I'm great.
And you brought us Madam Ching, which is published by Hurricane. But then you guys at Asmodee are doing the distributing.
Absolutely.
And this was it's back-to-back pirate games that you've brought.
Yes.
I feel as though we need like a costume change here, you know, or a good hearty arr.
I want a do-rag. What are those called?
A do-rag.
Do-rag.
Sounds good to me.
Arr. I know, you can really get into the spirit of these games. Very fun. Absolutely have the theme pirate games. Again, yes, pirate game. In this game,
now we're lady pirates.
You are doing more exploring and booty getting than the game that we had just previously talked about. You're not necessarily attacking.
Yeah. You heard us. Yep, we're booty getting. That's right. I was too good to pass up.
No, you're not necessarily attacking in that way, direct way of attacking somebody else's ship. So here's what happens. Each round, every character, I keep saying character, every player, I don't know why I'm calling players characters.
Because we are.
Because it's Sunday, right?
Because it's Sunday, yeah.
No, so every player starts with 4 cards, and at the beginning of each round, everyone is going to simultaneously put a card down.
Pause.
Modern Great Britain. Picture Potemkin village of ancient Union order. Picture a time before there was a unified kingdom. Now, picture what card games of the 15th century might have been like, and do it quickly before Scotland breaks up the Union.
Okay.
All right, I love that guy's voice. So every character places a card face down. Everyone waits for everyone to have that. We all flip it over, and what we do is we are starting our expedition. There are cards numbered 1 to 55, and wherever you start your expedition, you have to continue in ascending order if you want to keep journeying out farther and farther east, okay? So, if I play 40 and my next card is 28, that means I'm starting over my expedition and I've really only gone 1 space on the board. So this, not a smart move in the very beginning. So let's say I played my card, I turn it over.
Or modest 8.
Yes, my modest 8. This gives me time to grow, but it also might not be the lowest number because the highest card played face down gets priority. So, we go around the table, let's say I had first chance, I had priority. I first move my ship, and I go, in this case, forward 1. Everyone's going to start off and go forward 1. And then I take a card. There are 3 cards face up, and there's 1 that's face down. This one no one knows. It's a chance, but let's say you don't like any of these cards. They don't work with your expedition, you don't want them, they're the wrong color, you might go and chance it. Mm-hmm. So once I take a card, I add it to my hand, and then every player does that. If that's all that happens, because no one changes their expedition and ends it, then we just do the same thing. I put a card face down, everyone does it. The simultaneous play is really where it works. I love it. It's very fast, it's quick, everyone understands what's going on, and you're not waiting around for a lot of people. So wait time is very, very, very low. So I play this one. Here's the trick, and this is what makes it really cool. Here's a little chart that tells you what to do when you play a card after a card on your expedition. If the card is the same color, mine are both blue. Let me put those cards out here.
Yeah, here,
So those are the 2 cards I've played so far. Where I'm at, I go across 1 space. So I would move right here, and then that would be the end of my turn, and then these, of course, would be replenished.
Right.
And I would draw my new card, and I would wait till my 3rd round. Everyone else would go. Let's say I played this in my 3rd round. I now have changed my color. My expedition goes down and sideways. Now, the cool thing about this is you're trying to get as much loot as possible. The further you go and the higher your number is, the better the prizes are down at the bottom. This is the loot. If you choose to end your expedition at any certain point and your boat is, let's say we were all the way to 20, You then look at the prizes lower than the number you're on. And now I can claim any one of these tiles. Because I'm on 20, I'll probably want to take a 19.
Oop, here we misplaced 37 there.
Oh
Sorry.
man, no worries. 37's tough to get, but the prize is huge.
Quite.
And you'll notice that the gems transfer directly into victory points, so you can always know how much a tile's worth. So at the end of the game, you count up your victory points, and whoever has the most wins. So let's say I take 19. I'll take it, flip it over. I'll take 2 gems. I'll put it down here. I'll move my boat back up to the 1 space because now my new expedition card that starts is 9.
So whichever one you use to end the old one becomes the start
Starts
point.
my new expedition. Now, before I get rid of my cards, I have to check and see if I earned any skill cards. Skill cards are free. They add these symbols on your cards. Now, if you have 3 maps, 3 kites, 3 swords, 3 lanterns, or 1 of each, you can gain a skill card.
So you have 3 lanterns?
I have 3 lanterns, so I would take this card. This card gives you 1 victory point in the corner, it tells you, but it also gives you a one-time use. The rest of these also give you a one-time use. When you tap it or turn it sideways, then you've used it up. There is a special unique card in these encounter cards up here that allow you to refresh your one-time use cards so you can do them again. So once I've taken this, I put it in my area. There's 1 for every player, so you can only take 1. It's not a race to get to your card, except for the fact that whoever takes 1 of each of these triggers the end of the game, takes the China Pearl, and now everyone gets a turn to see if they can get more victory points.
And
than,
I'm noticing the China
yes,
Pearl is also
it's worth 5. It's pretty big. The other card that's worth quite a bit and just gives you victory points, it's not part of the end game trigger, is Hong Kong. If you can sail all the way down to 49 and 56, you get Hong Kong and you earn 10 victory points. The other way that the game ends is if everyone's taken all of the loot tiles. If ever all the loot tiles are gone, that's going to be the end of the round, and you count up your victory points. The only other thing about this game to understand is that there are these awesome encounter cards, and this is really what makes the game fun. You can have as many of these cards as you'd like, but on your turn, you can only play 1.
Okay.
And there are a couple different types of cards. There are attack cards. Attack cards attack the other players. This allows you to pilfer through someone's jewels and take one. It's random, so it's a secret. You don't know what you're getting. And this one says that if you've got expedition cards that have that symbol, they're not allowed to use them to claim skill cards, which can be really mean. I did that to someone and they made such a sad face that I felt really bad about it. But that's kind of part of the game. What's great though is that you have these cards that prevent you from being attacked. So if someone plays an attack card, you say, no way, leave me alone, don't attack me. And lastly, there are some of these victory point cards that you can get. You can get these cards by going down and getting loot, or if you are adept enough at a sailor, you can actually sail all the way across using the same color, which is really kind of hard. You have to go same color, ascending order. You can cross this line or this line, and you get one of these cool encounter cards.
I'm guessing there's...
Or you can cross those
second
and get
line,
two,
yep.
which is even harder. This is fun. This is, again, I mean, I just like it. It's very fun. It's great to play with a full boat, if I can use that.
Absolutely.
With 4 players. But it's very good. So
I'm guessing this is
encourage.
sort of also fits into that hour or less
Yes,
niche
absolutely.
for a total game.
Yeah, hour or less. And I wonder if they have a 8+.
Oh, all
So
right.
they even say 8 years old, and you can still play this. So I agree.
Well, Kimberly, thanks again for showing us our second pirate game of the afternoon, which
Absolutely.
is Madam Ching.